AITA for telling my girlfriend to stop telling people she's Jamaican? I, 25M, and my girlfriend Wendy, 24F, have been together for 2 years. She did one of those DNA test things to find out her heritage, and the results said she was like 1% West Indian, and it was most likely Jamaica. We're both white, just so everyone has all the information. We went out with friends the other night and she told everyone how she was Jamaican and how excited she was to learn that she was black. One of our friends, Kaylin, who is a black woman, became uncomfortable and said that being 1% Jamaican doesn't mean she's black. I said I agreed and gently explained to Wendy that maybe she shouldn't say that anymore. We were in front of our friends, so I tried to keep my tone kind and make sure the conversation didn't turn into an argument. Wendy just said, "Okay, sorry," and we continued the night without an issue. At home she started ranting about how Kaylin had no right to correct her like that and how I shouldn't have piled on. She said it's a fact that she's Jamaican and the test confirmed it, and she was only repeating her test results. I apologized for correcting her in front of our friends, but I said she really shouldn't call herself black all of a sudden because of an ancestry heritage test. Wendy hasn't spoken to me a lot since then, and we live together, so it's tense. AITA? NTA. Up, your girlfriend might be 1% Jamaican, but she's also 100% stupid. NTA. Also, Jamaican is not a race. It's a nationality. Being Jamaican doesn't make you black. There are white Jamaicans, Chinese Jamaicans, Indian Jamaicans, etc. While black people make up the majority of the population, they aren't the only ones who inhabit the island. It's like saying the fact that you are American makes you white, which we all know is not true. Does no one teach the difference between nationality and ethnicity in school? NTA. Stop her before she says the N-word. NTA. Almost everyone has some black heritage. That doesn't make you black ethnically or culturally. Plus, those tests are not 100%. It's weird and socially incorrect to say anything like that. It's odd she does not see that. NTA. She also shares much of her DNA with a banana. Yet she's not going around declaring it turns out she's a banana now, does she? Hey, she probably is also 2% Neanderthal. Why doesn't she brag about slaying mammoths? This is such a ridiculous issue. She doesn't have any relation to the culture and just want to make herself more interesting. NTA. Info. Has she not made the connection that she likely descends from slave owners? Why would she brag about that? NTA. Either way. Edit. It's now been made clear to me that these results are probably false. And if they're not, that there are other possible reasons for her ancestry. Wendy is still the awe. She believes it's true, and also believes it will justify racist behavior. NTA. Your girlfriend needs to understand that those tests aren't definitively right about where a person's genes come from. It's best guess. And B. A lot of the black Jamaican population have white genes in their genetic makeup because their ancestors were raped by their white owners. There's also the fact that there are white people who live in Jamaica and have done for years, and it's probable that their genes are the ones she's matching. According to my genetics, my mom's family are Lithuanian Roma. Way back. The only time we've ever claimed that is to the rest of mom's mildly racist family anytime they mention gypsies. Turns them all kinds of pink and angry. NTA. I think you've been very delicate and honest with her. You're not asking her to do something unreasonable. She'll definitely be perceived as racially insensitive if she continues saying she's Jamaican just because she has 1% of DNA. NTA. Everything I've ever heard about those tests say that they're not as accurate as people are led to believe. And being black is not about DNA. We all come from black folks. If you go all the way back to the beginning. But there's a big difference between that and real black folks. NTA. My husband said he was 1% African. Specifically said his heritage line was from Africa. 2. Then a few months later he gets a notification that it's been updated and he no longer has the 1% African on his results. I honestly think those are a best guess scenario. NTA. She is not Jamaican. Not even remotely close. NTA. These tests are not guaranteed to be accurate. One major testing company repeatedly revises my results saying I'm 2% Filipino, Aboriginal, East Asian, etc. They should not be used to appropriate a culture. Even if she is 1% black, the days of the one-drop rule are over. Kaylin has every right to correct her. And you did the right thing for sticking up for Kaylin. Definitely NTA. The girlfriend, on the other hand, is a walking bad news. NTA. Is this a joke? I'm surprised the table didn't erupt in laughter. Wendy's really grasping at straws. They're trying to claim a culture that isn't hers. The racist US one-drop laws don't exist anymore. And they were a tool of oppression, white supremacy and systemic racism, so I'm not sure how she has this mindset that even 1% makes her black. Also, being black is not a trendy outfit and fun trivia for her to don. I just cannot wrap my head around this. NTA. Your friend probably should have researched what it means to be 1% of anything before she started blathering on about anything. Ultimately, this isn't about race. It is about your GF narcissing out and having a new excuse to make conversations about her. Either that or she's a moron. NTA. And just because my ancestors were something doesn't mean I am. I'm not Irish. I haven't been there in generations, haven't, but my DNA says I am. She has no cultural connection, and honestly the most likely way white people get that 1% isn't a way to brag about. NTA. 1% is a margin of error. The small print should have stated that. I have no doubt your girlfriend sees nothing wrong with what she's telling people. But it's really obnoxious. NTA. Just because she has 1% of the genetics doesn't mean she's Jamaican. She has zero knowledge of the culture. And at those percentages, it's much more likely that she descends from someone who owned Jamaican slaves.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.